I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another session with the older man. The lady has a point. That is a very, very valid point. Men would prefer peace than to be in a chaotic situation where he can't get out of unless it's going to cost him a shitload of money. In other words, he's not going to commit to a marriage to then be destroyed in a divorce. So today we're going to talk about single events and who's the prize. And I'm going to try to be rational with answering these two questions, okay? Because a lot of women have been disillusioned. But I want to prove my point through these so-called single events and dating services that are set up all over the country, all over the world. And I literally wanted to hit on this topic simply because someone approached me here in Dubai about having my viewers and having men who follow me here attend a singles event. And I said, I don't think my followers are into singles events. And she asked me why. She's an event planner. And I was trying to explain it to her. I said, men don't go to single events. And she said, that's not telling me why. And I said, it's a very simple point. Men don't like being rejected at single events, but it goes deeper than that.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool. Not like I care.
There was only dudes. I went to a singles event. There were 90% women, 10% men. But I don't really care. Oh, why did you go to the single event again? Tell me. Oh, because you cared about finding a man. Ah, okay. But because no men showed up, you don't really care. Make that shit make sense. Oh, guys, subscribe, my friends. Book a session if you want to have a chat with me, whether it's about relationships, whether it's about business, building a YouTube channel, whatever it is, my friends. Hey, pick up my $49.95 Content Creators Toolkit if you actually want to start writing your own book, your own memoirs, fantasy novels, it doesn't matter. Or you want to set up a course or do a YouTube channel, or all three, this Content Creators Toolkit will help you do that with the power of AI, my friend. It's just a whole bunch of information to get you started instantly. So now I want you guys to listen to this story from an event coordinator who actually set up these single events.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd.
So you're going to hear this story over and over and over again. And here's the first part of this video I want you guys to clip and share it with other people. The mere fact that there are more women than men showing up to events where it is designed to put couples together, and there are less men than there are women, shows you the value of a man. Men are the prize. Anything that is more desired than the other is the prize. So women talking about, oh, we're the prize, we're the prize. No, you're not the prize. It is very obvious. You are showing up to try to find a man, and the men aren't there. If you were the prize, the men would be flocking to these events trying to find you. That is not happening. Yes, as simple as that sounds, this should clear up and clarify every single idea that you have that you are the prize. You're not the prize. Second point, how the hell can you be the prize when you're looking for a man to support you? You're not there to support him financially. You are looking for him to pay for the dates, take care of you, protect and provide. What are you offering? Nothing. So please tell me, how can you be a prize but also a liability to the man because you're sucking him, but yet you still think that you're the prize? Please tell me how the hell that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. And there's no way to argue those 2 points. Let's move on.
Went to a singles mixer, and only women showed up.
Fellas, where y'all at? All them ladies. I love the ladies. Send me the addy. I'm gonna slide on you. Cause I ain't see a man in sight. What's going on down there? Where you at? Where the guys at? I know it ain't that hard out there. I know it ain't I know that's cap. I know it's cap.
Why men are refusing to go into single events, right? A lot of you women out there that are going to single events shows up and there's no men. Just a whole bunch of women is constantly showing on single dating events and stuff like that. The reason why, like, you guys don't understand is the same, like, let's look at like speed dating, for example. The man has to come up, he has to hold the conversation for you, he has to say what you find attractive for him or try to get something, anything out of it and stuff in that short amount of time. The men constantly going to tables and tables and tables and getting rejected, right? So listen, as a man, is that beneficial for you? You have to hold the conversation. You have to provide something tangible or something in general for the woman to say, oh, I'll give you my number at the end of the night, and go through all that process just to get rejected by multiple women, by multiple times. That's why a lot of these single events are just women showing up, because men are tired of getting rejected, belittled, or be like, I'm not interested in this and everything. So men stop caring, stop going. I mean, might as well try dating app. I mean, at least that way you swipe, you don't even know if that person is rejecting you or anything like that. If you don't get like back, whatever. That's the point. I ain't taking that much help.
The brother's right. The brother is right. And here's the thing. Women have this overinflated view of themselves because society have told them that they're the prize and they're the queen and they're the this and they're the amazing. I've already established that is impossible, because the only people that could determine that they are the prize are the prize takers, the winners of those prizes. And no one is accepting the prize. So obviously, you're not the prize. But yet you are, on the other hand, looking for that man. So the point is, if you have an overinflated ego, an overinflated way of looking at yourself and your self-worth, not looking at yourself as equal or finding men on your own level, you thinking that you deserve a man, that top man, and you're looking for him at an event? Really? You think top men are going to come to dating events, or he has to attend dating events? Seriously. Even me in my big ass ears and I've got my, I'm not bad, but shit, I never went to a dating event. Never did. Well, back in the day, it wasn't a thing anyway. People just accept people at their own level.
Dude, I really don't know what it is, but whenever I make eye contact with men, I look at them and I'm like, ew. Like, I get disgusted. Like, why are you so ugly? Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me and then why are you so ugly? Or the other way around.
Ladies, before you ask the question of why don't men approach women anymore, why don't men take the initiative to approach, to go up and talk to women, ask them out on dates, it's because you have videos like this. And this ain't the only video that's out here in the internet like this. Like, you got plenty of other videos of women saying the same thing. Don't even look my way. Oh, ew, why are you even bothering to look my way? Why are you approaching me if you are ugly, if you are unattractive? Men see this kind of stuff, ladies. Okay, they see videos like this, so they're going to assume, okay, yeah, a lot of women are like this, especially nowadays in 2024. With the rise of social media, shaming tactics. You know, look, listen, I have whole safety car videos for women, so I understand women's safety. I really do. I get it. And men are creeps. But at the same time, the truth is the truth. And the truth is that a lot of women make it bad for y'all. You know what I mean? To not want to be approached, you know, or for men to not want to approach y'all.
And the brother's right. And the thing is, if it was only the ugly woman saying this, men wouldn't give a shit, because men would say, yeah, well, she could say that. She's ugly, right? She's just showing her insecurities. But a lot of this negative rhetoric towards men, all men, are coming from above average looking women as well. And I think they're doing it because they realize it's getting a lot of attention. Other men are responding to these videos and they're getting a lot of views and a lot of clicks. So even beautiful women are just coming out and saying, I ain't dating no average man. If you taking me to coffee, like this woman here.
So, hot take. Coffee dates, ice cream dates, drink dates, etc. are low effort. Okay. I had this man ask me on a date tonight, and he said, oh, let's go for drinks. I would love to take you out. And I told him, respectfully, no, I only do dinner dates. He was like, oh, I don't do dinner dates on the first date. Blocked. I'm not about to play with y'all, okay? These men, we need to, as women, we need to stop letting these men get away with low effort dates and literally doing the bare minimum.
So she's not an unattractive woman. That's not her real hair. I don't know what the hair looks like under that mop. She's overly made up. I would say she's slightly above average in looks. She's not fat. But the point is, this is a pretty good looking woman, average woman, which average basically means that she is going to appeal to the average man. Average basically means the majority of men are going to see an average or a slightly above average woman say these negative things about men. So most of the men now are not even going to approach her or women like her. So when we hear women like this and the other woman in the previous video, then most men going to say, yeah, it's not even worth getting humiliated by these women. I don't want to be out on some TikTok video being talked about. Yeah, I don't want to be humiliated by some rude woman. So the men just don't even approach them. Stay away from them. So now we get women who are desperate to find a man. And these men are saying, yeah, I'm not playing the game. I'm not playing that freaking game with you. And here's what women have to start doing to fix this problem, because it is a problem. Women are their own worst enemy. If we had an equal amount of women pushing back on the same stupid rhetoric that these same nasty women are pushing out on social media, if we had the same amount of voices saying, you women need to stop this shit. We want our men. We love our men. We want our men to talk to us. We want our men to approach us. If we had the equal amount of women pushing back or more and have those voices heard wide and far, these stupid women would stop it. But no, you all don't want to piss off the sisterhood, so you keep quiet when you see women who are being destructive towards men. And in turn, men don't hear any counter to their argument. What happens? The men don't hear anybody standing up for them. So most men think that this must be what women want, so we leave them alone. And so men either stay single, jump on a plane, and go and find some viable candidates overseas. Men going their own way, or they become passport bros. They go overseas and find women who are willing to play their game. And here's the stupidity about what women don't understand about men. Well, you know what? Let me play you this other video. Let me try to explain this next point I'm trying to get across to you.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
I think there's a few issues. So I'm 30 years old, so is Nicole. Nicole's 30. I am single. Nicole's married. I think that social media is going to be the detriment of dating for now, but for the future as well. I think that we have a scarcity mindset right now, but then we also, I don't know, we always have this idea that there's someone else out there because it's so easy to find with a swipe or, I don't know, a DM or something like that. So
I agree with you. Again, I'm married, but
so it came easy to her.
Yeah. But I feel like the mindset is you want the best out there. So you want to explore all your options and make that educated decision that this is the best.
She's talking about hypergamy and FOMO, fear of missing out on the best guy. And here's another point I want you guys to clip as well. Women are really caught in a nasty dilemma. Here's what I'm talking about. A woman wants one or two men. The bad boy, good-looking Chad guy, the Pookie, the Rere, the one that makes her blood boil and exciting, the one with the big D, the one with the everything going for him. But he really don't have any money because all he's done all his life is relied on the game. Played women, had the fun, had the menial jobs. His goal wasn't to focus on an education. He wasn't the nerd. He wasn't the guy that was pushing to create more. He was the football player. He was the basketball player. He was the guy that was the jock. But as he got older, man, that didn't bring him any money. He didn't hit the professional leagues. He was just that guy that was cool in high school. And she jumped on that train. And then the opposite of that guy is the nerd. The guy that put his head down, went to college. He didn't have the body. He wasn't the so-called alpha, as most of you think about it. He wasn't playing football. He was just that one studious guy that, boom, he left high school. He hit Wall Street. He started balling early. He didn't have the body. He was just literally that guy that made a shitload of money. So now, when that woman hits around 30, so what happened? The woman has to make a choice in between these two men, right? If she picks the Chad and he makes no money, she could be with him 5, 10, 15 years. She had 2, 3 kids, right? But they're broke as hell. They're struggling. And she's looking at all of her other friends who've made the other decisions and they're living a great life. But she's stuck with him, miserable as hell because life is tough. He's lost his looks. He's got a little pot belly. Things aren't working out for him. He's still trying to play the field because that's all he had going for him. He's working at some auto mechanic store or something. He's trying to do his thing. He's doing it, but it's nothing big. Not like the rest of her friends that have gone off and done all the great things with the nerdy dudes. So she's unhappy. But guess what happens to the girl who marries the stable guy? The guy is nerdy. He's making money. He's doing it. She married him. But that stability that she's involved with this guy bores the hell out of her. The sex died within the first 2 to 3 years of them getting married. It's a sexless marriage. He's either working his ass off. She hardly sees him. They got 2 to 3 kids. She starts, schlepping with the tennis coach or the personal trainer, the jiu-jitsu instructor, whatever the hell it is for the kids. She's doing her thing on the side, but she's not happy in the marriage. She might have the money, but she's not happy. So we got this choice on this side, not happy, but you got the money. Then you got this choice on this side. She had the guy and she had the big flame and the flashes of grandeur and the crazy sex, etc. But eventually, all of that leaves as well. So these are the two choices women have. And if they are not women who are capable of being happy with themselves and being satisfied with what they have, their lives will constantly be miserable. And unfortunately, in the world of social media, these are the two women that exist. It is very rare that you get a woman who is satisfied with the choice she made and say, yeah, you know what, this is the choice I made. I got to live with it. Let me make the best of it. Rarely do we have women that make those decisions. Just being satisfied with the choice they made. And the reason we know that most of these women are not happy is because the amount of psych meds, head meds as they call them, is on a massive increase. And it doesn't matter whether the woman is single or she's married. They're not happy. It's literally impossible to make modern women happy. It's insane because their desires and their whole outlook on life is fed by social media. It's fed by a fantasy. They never got the right guy. So here's my point, ladies. You will always feel that you settled. Whether you settle for the rich, boring dude, or you settle for the Chad Tyrone type dude with the great body, who's broke, who didn't make money, who's not a high achiever, you're still you're still going to be unhappy unless you're happy with yourself. Please let that sink in, ladies, because this is the primary lesson of today's video. If you're not happy with yourself, if you're not satisfied with who you are, you will never ever be happy, and you will constantly feel like you settle, whether he's rich or not. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What's your age?
24. 22.
If I was your man, what would I need to pay for you?
Pay for? Nothing.
So you're not expecting me to pay for dates if we went out?
Expect? I don't have expectations for anybody.
I also don't have expectations.
I do think it shows character.
Actions, yeah, definitely. It's not about the money. It's just about like how you treat us.
So I could be your boyfriend and not be able to afford taking you out on dates, and you'd still stick it with me through thick and thin.
If you're a good person, that's all that matters.
If the chemistry's there.
There's some people with loads of money and they treat their girlfriends like shit, so.
Does that mean I don't have to pay for your hair or your nails either?
No, I've never had somebody pay for my hair and nails.
Me neither.
So for a first date, if I said let's just go for a walk in the park, you'd be fine with that too?
Yeah.
I prefer a walk in the park than a dinner for the first date.
Definitely. I think it's more casual and laid back, and you can actually get to know the person.
Listen, as long as you're waking up every morning and going to work, that's the kind of man I need.
You see, these are good, decent women. Modestly dressed, polite, no ratchet, no N-words, no this, no beads, no nothing. Well-spoken, and they understand life even at 22 and 24. I don't know if they're sisters or whether but they're obviously friends who seem to come from the same root. But that's what women should be like, right there. That's what my daughters are like. So, gentlemen, I want you to understand that there are good women out there still. That video was just to show you that, yeah, there are good women out there. And so, ladies, I want to also now show you that these speed dating events and these so-called dating setups, etc. If a man wanted to find you, he will find you. And if you are worthy, if you look the part, this is what men will do. This is because men are very resourceful.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Are you accepting applications by chance?
For the...
No, just like applications. I'm sure you get like applications all the time.
For the bookstore?
For a boyfriend? Like, are you taking applications right now?
I don't know.
Here, let me just leave you with my resume. So it has my experience, my skills, all that good stuff. And if you want to do a second interview, you turn it around, you can email me there, and then we can set something up.
I'll look it over.
Sounds good?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, what was your name?
Callista.
Callista? Lucas.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. All right, well, I hope to get an email from you, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good one.
This is actually pretty genius, and if you guys couldn't tell by her body language, she was into him. Between the smiling, the eye contact, and the blushing, that man struck gold. I bet you anything what that woman is most attracted to right now is his boldness and confidence. But most of all, the fact that he must be so into her to put himself on the line like that. Unfortunately, today, that is what we are missing a lot of, because men have been told again and again to not approach women. Especially men that may not be Superman status, because they are more likely to be called a creep when they approach a woman. The solution to that, I believe, is for more women to approach men. Could you imagine the success rate of a woman that walks around with an application and hands it to a man? I mean, that man would see her as so confident, he would be on cloud 9.
Yes, you're right. Ladies, you're going to have to do something like this. You got to get creative. Not just showing up thinking that the man has to do all the work to attract you, but also, ladies, you have to understand that men will go through the effort to actually get to you if you deem yourself approachable. That resting bee face, that nasty attitude, no, that doesn't work. You have to make yourself accessible to men. They will find you. If you are truly at the level at which you think that you can be attracted to other men, that man will find you. That's all I'm saying, my friends. So listen, I'm going to leave this one short today. Ladies, the reason you're not the prize is because these men are not coming forth to see you. They're not coming to get the prize. You're a liability. You're not an asset to a man. And number 3, men will find you if they want you. So guys, I'm going to leave it there at that. I just wanted to bring these points home to you really hard and profound. I don't think I can make it any clearer. And I'm hoping that this message cuts deep into some women's psyche so that they can understand their value to men. Stop degrading men if you want results. Start counteracting the whole message online and start putting your men back into a position where he's deemed desirable, because you are all losing. And ladies, it's up to you to silence the toxic women that are destroying the dating market. And the good women out there have to get out there and be vocal and tell these women to shut the hell up, because men aren't putting up with bullshit. Good men are not putting up with the BS. If you want men to come back to the negotiating table, you have to be worth coming back to the table for. It's as simple as that. All right? So my friends, subscribe, book a session. Hey, join us over on the membership site over on School as well. It's free. Come on over. Let's have some long discussions. I'm trying to connect people over there as well. So by all means, please feel free to connect. Go into the description section of this video and the link is there. All right. So my friends, until next time, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.